My good and nerdy people, welcome to the Nerds Underground, coming to you live here from my basement. I am your nerd sensei, still your nerd sensei, King Country in the building. Look, we got a great show tonight here in Nerds Underground because, bruh, it has been like a while, last like 4 days when it comes to Marvel. Not only did we have to go through the Marvels, not only did we go through the finale of season 2 of Loki, but damn, we got reports today about Jonathan Majors being done, them being done with Kang in the MCU. Of course, I'm not gonna be talking about it by myself today. We got my boy, the best co-host on YouTube, my man Justin in the building. What's going on, Justin? How you doing, partner?
What's up? Hey, question, man.
What's going on, man?
Sensei. What does that make me?
I guess what, like senpai or something? I don't know.
Never mind. No, never mind. Nope, not doing it. Nope.
What?
Every time when I hear senpai, I just hear.
What do you hear every time you hear senpai?
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. And I'm not doing that. No. So, never mind. Forget I asked.
Or you could be like I don't know. I don't have anything for you, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
It was never supposed to get that far.
Okay. Well,
it was never supposed to get that far. It just
be then. Okay.
But anyway, what's going on, my man? Beat popping off with the $5
Beat.
You know, I'm just wild. What's going on, brother? Hold on. Let me do this real quick before I get to my comments. And then we got my man LB in the building. What's going on,
What's
LB?
Up? Lonely.
Daniel Fisher in the building. Justin in here, double timing. Pause. Then we got Brooke Chin in the building. How was everyone's weekend? The weekend was pretty good. Like I actually had a pretty chill weekend. I was about to be like it was lit or whatever, but nah, it was a pretty chill weekend.
Just too fast. You know, it's like you blink and the weekend's over and you're back to Monday. So
that is facts. All right, and then we got chilling in the basement. The leader of the chill is in the building, I guess, if you want to call yourself that. Rat Griffin. Rat Griffin. Yo, Doom better be cast perfectly. They can't mess this up. Yo, that is facts. We're gonna get into that. We got a lot.
What's up, chilling?
We got a lot to get into today, Justin. Coach, hey, Cyber Coastal, Coachella Coastal, what's going on, partner?
Cyber.
I love how the Americans were reintroduced to senpai Kohai relationship in the Rises. I have no idea what that is.
Here's the thing, like I don't either, but like I watch a lot of Nate Shaw growing up. So one thing you would always say is you'd say, "Notice me, senpai, notice me," and then all like, yeah, it's just gotta no, I'm not doing it. Nope,
you're not doing it.
Nah, I can't do it.
And bear with me because I reconfigured my hotkeys and I'm off one. So like my key to go to just straight from Justin is like stretched out to a different spot to where it normally is. Just forgive me for bouncing all the way around. But look, if you're in the chat, if you're in here, what's up? If you know, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Because bro, like I want to get into it. We're going to have a special guest coming in.
Sir,
out of a injection. I was bringing him in to talk about, maybe I assumed, just took a wild guess at the box office numbers for the Marvels would be what the box office numbers for the Marvels are quite actually are. So I brought my man. I want to bring my man Adam in here because he got that expertise on, just what to get into with those numbers. But then, the bomb of the mother effing week hit already, and it's just Monday, man. It is just
that's
Monday.
Crazy.
On a Monday, we found out, word on the street, rumor is that Marvel, it's been confirmed that the reason why Jeff Loveness was fired was because all of the work that he was doing was circled around Kang the Conqueror, But now they're changing. He got fired because they're changing, pivoting, moving away from Kang, canceling Kang Dynasty, getting rid of everything. We got Victor Timely in it. If he beats the Chargers, I'm never supporting Marvel in the movie. We have no major blacks. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. But look, it's just what they're doing. And can we be real for a second, bro?
Come on, Victor Timely. Look, man. Look, Victor. Look, you had a great run. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we can accept him for what he is, bro. He was a great villain for Loki. If this were to be it, this last episode, he were a great villain for Loki. I could accept that for what it is because his comeback in that season finale, bro. That season finale appearance was absolutely on point. That He Who Remains appearance,
bro. Like Jonathan Majors showed why you can't recast him. Honestly,
exactly. It's hard to recast Jonathan Majors after that. Like, there's only a handful of people, but you know, when you got people like in here like Victor Timely talking, you know, it's going to be hard to get another black actor to even want to step up in that role. Like, you're going to get another black actor to be like, hey, I'm going to take this role from a guy who might be innocent, but I doubt he's going to be innocent based on some of the things we've heard, some of the things that's out there. Like, if you're not listening to just the one side that you want to hear and you listen to the actual facts of what's in court and what they'll probably charge him with in the definition of the law, he's probably getting charged. He's probably getting guilty with at least 1 or 2 charges on that. And that's not to say he's a bad person or a terrible person or anything like that, but he's probably going to be found guilty. Go ahead.
I just think like it might boil down to he's a dick, you know? Like he just might be a dick.
Like a Tom Brady dick. Like a pause. Like a Michael Jordan dick. Pause. But like those kind of dicks. That's the last pause. But
okay. Mr. Griffin, what's up, mate?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Griffin? But nah, like those kind of people, like those kind of like people who strive for greatness tend to be called weird, tend to be talking about rubbing people off the wrong way. That's just the way that you go up. And if some people want to call that a dick, so be it. I call it, you know, just being one track minded on your success and not really giving a F about everybody else. You know what? Like that's something that foreigners have a lot of. Like that's something that a lot of people, and not the stereotype, but foreigners who come to America kind of have that attitude. Like F you and everything else. I'm grinding for my own type of stuff. And people get sometimes offended when an American acts like that. When that type of attitude is brought to America and brought to a team setting, the people get rubbed the wrong way. So either way, though, dude, that's fucking major news. Now let me ask you here. This was said. Let's talk about who said it, right? Because when I saw it on Twitter, I saw it from a tweet, and I saw, you know, you got your boy Josh doing an emergency stream on it. You know, he popped out. My man Josh popped out and was like, yeah, it's definitely it's canceled, all this stuff. And then we were listening to what was being said, and we were like, hold up, like this really doesn't make sense. This really doesn't add up, right? But then, you know, we get into the part to where the woman, Joanna Robinson, she wrote this major book. If you haven't heard of it, it's the reign of Marvel Studios. That book has been quoted on a lot of stuff from YouTubers throughout the last like month. There's been a lot of content made on that book. She came out and said in a podcast when she at first was just speculating, like, bro, the reaction, were you there? Were you
listening? I was listening. Yeah.
What's going on, Devin? How you doing, bro?
Devin, C-Dub. What's up, C-Dub?
What's going on, C-Dub? Bro, the reaction that people were having in chat when she was starting to talk like sounding like speculation, when she was saying the same things that I could basically be saying in here.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But then when she got to the point to where I think she did slip up, and shout out to Josh at the Dinner Nerds for pointing that out. She did slip up and say, I have a source that confirmed that Jeff Loveness was fired because a lot of the work he was doing was centered around Kang.
Yeah.
And she then tried to change the subject on that. Bro, where are you at? Do you think like this is not confirmation, but I feel like I can see the forecast coming. It's like you can see it's right here, bro. Like
I see where there's smoke, there's fire type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like let's keep it a buck right now. Marvel's in a weird spot. They need change. What would be a drastic change? Going Doom. I could definitely see it happening. I definitely want it to happen. Yeah, I've been saying this since we had that first stream, kind of talking about the Jonathan Major stuff. But like
you did,
it's kind of like I like, and the thing is, I really like Jonathan Majors, but like Kang ain't doing it for me, bro. So
and that's a big part of this, bro. Because remember that Variety article? They were like, despite his legal stuff after Ant-Man 3,
yeah,
they was thinking about moving away from your boy anyway.
yeah.
And to be real, I made a video and I'm working on it, and your boy is working on the videos. Like Justin, I've been working, bro. I've been
I
working on
need you.
that.
Look,
Go ahead.
you
What?
need to blow up his. I'm not gonna say blow up his DMs, but blow up them comment sections, okay, boys, and make sure we get this
Look, we
man to
ain't gotta do
release
all
a
that.
video.
We ain't
Yes,
gotta do all
yes, yes.
the video is actually, I had to go back and edit it because of this news that dropped. But the long story short, like when you think about what they did with Kang, the major story, the major arcing thing of this Secret Invasions of the Secret War saga is the incursions, the destruction of the
Yeah,
multiverse. The reason why they put Kang in there is because you needed a villain to point to. You needed someone menacing, someone to be like Thanos to point to as a villain. The only problem is
he ain't no
they can
damn
establish that
Thanos.
he's not a Thanos. He's not a
Yes,
Thanos. Legal
yes.
issues aside, they probably should look at this and cut their losses, because I'm gonna be real, legal issues ain't the reason why like Marvel is where they are right now.
Ain't no.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
I don't think anything happening with Jonathan Majors stopped people from watching the show. I don't
No,
think
they're
anything that happened with
disengaged.
Jonathan Majors stopped them from watching Quantum Mania.
True.
So, with that being said, like you're out of it. You're out of it. Like the fans aren't into Kang the Conqueror. Now they could have easily done better with this if they just did something where Kang just f some people up. I'm gonna be real. I went to go cut some video for my video today, and I saw early versions of when Kang was just down there doing his thing in Quantum Mania before the ants came. Before the ants came and effed everything up. If they had more of him being dominant, this would have solved the things. But that's not Kang, bro. What you getting into, bro?
Look, Victor Timely, bro. I like Jonathan Majors, and I think he did a great job. But again, it's like I think you're glossing over the fact that he's no Thanos. Like, bro, there's no intimidation. There's no reason to see what's going on with this character right now, because they've made him lose. That's still I get they want to keep it to the comic level type stuff where he kind of loses a lot in the freaking comics, but bro, you got to build him up before you just break him down. They've just breaking him down and breaking him down. That's the only reason I'm saying we need to kind of shift to Doom.
I will say this: if it wasn't for I will say the legal issues impacted here. If it wasn't for the legal issues, they would have more argument to continue to go with the Kang the Conqueror. That's just straight up. If it wasn't for that, they would have more argument to stay with them, because part of me feels like the competitive side of me, the part that plays sports and wants to win and want to have the right, that side feels like they're kind of quitting on this story. Like they're quitting on themselves by moving on. They had the whole phase to get the Kang Dynasty. They had years to get the Kang Dynasty to establish dominance, to establish a threat. They could have done that. So that is where I say a little bit of like the legal issues do get in the way a bit. But what I want to be clear is that the legal issues, I feel like, have no impact on the numbers, on how people feel about Kang the Conqueror.
And I don't think it has anything to do with the numbers, but he also mentioned how Robert Downey Jr. had like drug addictions and things too. The problem is it's a completely different age. They didn't also have a blueprint to show what kind of could happen, even though, again, I do not think, as Kendall just said, I do not think this has anything to do with the legal stuff going on. But we just had one of the most menaces to society fuck up a whole project for DC and Ezra Miller. So I'm not saying, look, I don't even think that's why they're pivoting, but they have multiple reasons why they can
they have
that if they want to.
Storm.
And then also give them grace too, because they've stuck with him. They could have canned him a long time ago. Like we're glossing up. They could have canned him a long time ago.
Well, doesn't this mean they were kind of looking at it anyway, though? Like, if they could have canned him a long time ago, I don't want to give him that much grace because that means what's going on, LB?
They were cutting shit out of things a long time ago. They could have cut him out of Loki.
But you know what? What's crazy is like how crazy that Loki episode would have been if they decided to continue to go with Kang. Like, I honestly feel like we would have had a much bigger setup for Kang the Conqueror had everything gone to plan. Had they continued this thing with Kang, had they continued the ship. I definitely feel like we would have had much better things going on with Kang the Conqueror. But yo, like it's absolutely crazy because at the end of the day, we have to get through this saga. There has to be a villain to pop up, and the ones that everybody's talking about, Doom, Dr. Doom. Is that the one and only that's on your mind? That's on your list?
I mean, it's been planted in my brain already, so pretty much, yeah. They have rights now, so it's like I would like to also see them use their rights. That's part of my reasoning. You know what I mean?
Use your rights. Like, there's no need to have the rights if you can't use them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will say this: inserting Dr. Doom requires a big shift.
And Amy's correct, by the way. Fantastic Four needs to be.
Yo, I got a little frog in my throat. It needs to be what?
It needs to be fire. Amy said it needs to be fire.
It does need to be fire. But look, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily here for a swap. Like it is going to require a lot of work for them to figure this out to add Dr. Doom in here.
Yeah.
What I would like to say though is that if they want to continue to go on with this whole incursion thing, Dr. Doom doesn't have to be in the forefront of these movies. Mm-hmm. But if he's not in the forefront, I would like to see him working in the background, much like he did in Time Runs Out leading up to Secret Wars. And then when you have your Battle World phase, you're doing your thing on Secret Wars where you're trying to free the multiverse again. That's where you can have Dr. Doom be that big fighting type of force. But leading up to it, there has to be a big punching villain, like a villain that makes people scared, a villain that makes people, shake.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not using... To me, if Dr. Doom is in the back, I would actually like to see them build up one particular universe, one particular timeline that has the most strongest superhero, like that honestly has been going around and fucking up every other single multiverse, been going around destroying universes, out there doing that. That's going to scare the hell out of the 616 to where they get multiversal Avengers in, and that's who you go up against. Like, that's who you establish as a threat while they're actually doing the comics thing to the side with Doom, with Wanda, and with Doctor Strange. That's how I could see it playing out. And that way you don't have to do a whole bunch of pivoting from what you've already built. Because to me, like, I don't want to see Dr. Doom lose. And this is a way to keep that Dr. Doom mystique protected while you're building up the whole series.
Yep, exactly. I like that because, like, as I just stated, one of my biggest issues was I didn't fear him at all, and I didn't see why, like, he's such a big deal when they really wanted him to seem like it. Mm-hmm. But, like, one thing I pulled out of Loki was that last scene, well, that whole scene where he pauses Loki and is like, "How many times have you been through this?"
Bro,
if they would have done that before all of the shit we got, bro, I'd be like, nah, let's see what they got. Maybe shorten the time frame that we're gonna be dealing with this, but let's see what we got with Kang, and then go to Doom. But bro, they didn't do that. But that last scene, man, I was like, okay. Okay, this boy could be the truth, but they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it. But one thing we are going to do right now, we're going to do a market. We're going to make a pivot because we got somebody to bring onto the stream, somebody with much more knowledge and wisdom about how this industry works. Like, here's the thing. The purpose of this show is for me and Justin to get on here and flap our gums, give our takes. But when it comes to actually giving y'all some knowledgeable shit, I'm going to be real. I don't know shit about the industry. I am here for nerdy shit, but our nerdy shit is entrenched in the industry, and there's one person that is entrenched in the nerdy shit and in the industry shit. He is the one and only, the Adam, Fan Jackster himself.
And Jack.
Adam, what's going on, Adam? How you doing, brother?
What's
Hello.
up, man?
Can you hear me? Can you
We
hear
can hear
me?
you. And can
Yes,
we
we
do this? Like,
can.
does this feel weird?
Awesome.
Yes, it kind of does.
It does feel
Like,
weird. So we can go back
yeah.
to it.
I'm very
go.
Yeah.
orange today.
You're looking good, Adam.
Honestly, it looks the room looks nice. I like it.
I think this
Thank
is the
you.
first time I've seen you like this, Adam. Like in this type of, setting, without the green screen in the background, without Debate 8, without any other dope ass shows.
I know. I'm going, all natural. I'm going, authentic with my background here of nothing.
Hey, we
I put this
like
together
it.
in like 10 minutes.
Hey, in 10 minutes, bro. I need you
Yeah.
to come over here and do something with my stuff. Like I need some like shelving back here. I need some lighting over here. I need an interior design in my room.
Retweet, retweet.
But yo, man, look, I want to ask you, man. So, I start off here? How was this weekend for Marvel? We went through Thursday of the movie, the show,
Loki.
finale.
Sure. Sure.
Can you just tell me, just from the nerdy just from like the perception standpoint, we'll get to the box office in a second, but just from a perception standpoint, what was this like for Marvel for you?
For me, I had a good weekend. Look, I enjoy Loki a lot. I think overall, I wish Loki was a movie rather than a show. I think
true.
if you, even between the two seasons, trim out just a little bit, not a whole lot, because a lot of it's so good. But if you trimmed it down, really gave it a nice budget, maybe get a little bit more heady sci-fi would have been nice too. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. And look, man, I saw the Marvels, and I go with my buddy Matt to like every Marvel movie. And,
Hold on.
But the Nick Nimmin, yeah, I know, I get it all the time.
Can you help me get like 5,000 subs real quick? Show me how to. No, I'm like, all right, sorry, go ahead.
And then Victor, it's time to be brave when I see Marvels. I don't know why, but that just makes me laugh. I'm good.
No, man. I mean, it was good. I got, we all saw the Marvels.
Yes.
I mean, I had a fine time. I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't like trash. Like I didn't walk out thinking I wasted my time. I mean, where do you stand on it? I mean, you have a good critical film eye.
Would you see it again?
Look, I thought there was a lot of good parts in there, but overall, it didn't really work for me. I felt like a lot of the things that they wanted us to be emotional with didn't happen in this movie.
Okay.
Or in that movie. So it's hard to get connected in that moment when you're sitting in the theater to something that you have to recall for something you may or may not have got to rewatch right before. Yeah, maybe you watched it, maybe you enjoyed it, but you're not gonna feel like the whole missing my aunt part.
Yeah,
it's not bad on paper, but I didn't feel the emotion because it was just so long ago since we saw, even what happened between them.
They didn't dig into that enough. They didn't dig into it enough. But I do want to ask you this, and then Justin got a question for you too after this. For me, one thing that I found out of this movie, like I liked it. I made a video saying Marvel is back, and here's why: because watching this movie, it felt like for the first time Kevin Feige fixed the movie. Like he took a movie that it felt like was going to be absolutely trash, and he fixed it. For the first time, we connected something to the broader MCU, that's something that we hadn't gotten in like I don't know how many movies, to where it felt like or in projects where it felt like something actually connected to the multiverse, even though it was at the end. So let me ask you here, like for me, for us to look at these things and say, yo, like Feige, did you feel that? Like, did you feel Feige's presence? Like, did you kind of feel that a little bit of that MCU flavor back to when it comes to, yeah, they actually made this enjoyable from a Marvel fan standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I don't know. I think it's better than Quantumania. I think it's better than, I thought it was actually a little bit better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Those definitely, we saw a lot of what fan trajectory was going down a little bit, and I definitely think this was bumpy, but an enjoyable ride, I'd say, I guess.
Would you see this again? Would you see this movie again? Not in theaters, but like would
ever?
you be able to? Would you put it on and be able to watch it and be like, okay?
Here's what I'll say. I did not go with my kids to see it. I went with my buddy Matt, who I will always go watch stuff with the Marvels, with any Marvel stuff, comic book, whatever. After seeing it, I think my kids would love it. So I will probably watch it again with them. Okay. I feel like it did skew a little younger,
it did.
Which is fine. So I will probably watch it at least one more time.
Okay. You know what? It'll probably be one of the first ones my daughter watch. I'm a little bit on the edge of getting my daughter into the MCU movies. Quite yet. She's going to be 6 this year, but she's watching stuff like Secret Warriors on like the animated stuff. So she's watching Marvel stuff. So like she likes Miss Marvel because Miss Marvel's in Spidey. She's in that Secret Warrior. So I mean, I assume it's going to be one of the first ones to watch as a kid. That's perfect. But look, nobody watched this shit. Nobody watched this shit.
No.
There's a debate out there that people are talking about it being successful and whatnot. Just when it comes to like this actually being the worst of the worst for Marvel, do you feel like they're kind of getting a pass on this? Like I see it's there, but it just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's news. It doesn't feel like it's shocking anybody. I just feel like it's not impactful. Like, am I wrong in is it?
No, I feel like everyone got their stuff out in like 24 hours. And then everyone's like, okay, so Deadpool 3 soon. And we're just sitting here and waiting for that to happen at this point. I think when anticipation is low, the care for the aftermath is also low. Yeah. So not a whole lot of, a lot of people who saw this like this movie. Yeah. A whole lot of people thought it was it was just meh, it was okay. And people probably also disliked it for whatever reasons they have for disliking it.
That's a smaller group than I thought it was going to be. The latter.
Right.
Like that's a very smaller group. I thought it was going to be a lot more people not liking this movie, but the audience score went up.
Yeah, the audience score is fine. Look, is it going to have legs? Probably not. Probably not too much. I think it just came out at a bad time where it's all the franchises. Everyone's just like, I just don't care. And it's not even just like comic book stuff too. Like you see it with Fast X didn't perform like they thought it was going to. And we should have saw that as the writing on the wall way back when. That's right. Sort of franchises just sort of like went down and down and down. It's crazy to see.
That's facts. And just a quick side note, shout out to Adam for this microphone. I've been sitting here getting absolutely like my ears is pleasured right now with this.
That's why you got on me for wanting to spend money on a mic like that. That's why.
Don't buy this. It's very expensive. That you can get some other good stuff for less than
look at him.
Too late. I heard it. It sounds amazing.
I went down this road of getting the cheap. I looked on YouTube, got the cheaper one. Which is the Samsung. I'm satisfied. No. But goddamn, goddamn, Adam.
Beautiful.
No, goddamn, Adam. Don't patronize me, Adam. I know. No, right now, bro, you're like soothing. You're a 10 right now, Adam. I'm probably like
God, yeah, you're like a 3.
No, I'm like a 7. God, I'm barely a Jersey 5.
Come on. Like a 1 right now.
I'm a 1.
No, I'm
playing no way.
I'm playing with you, Justin. You're solid 4, bro. You're solid 4. I always do Justin. Look,
the disrespected here is just crazy.
Adam, the news. Obviously, this news has dropped. This bombshell that's going on out there about. I don't even want to say it's news. It's more of a rumor, right? At this point,
it's a report. It's
like half of everything, right? Because it's so weird. Like it's a rumor, but it's from a credible source, but it was also I heard a thing. So where you? Yeah. I don't know where you lie on that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
Very fence sitting right there.
Yeah,
I am a very emotional roller coaster person. As somebody who's had to be in the news and like have to have a step back approach to everything, not being out of it and being in this nerdy shit, I just love to get excited and get into it. So when I saw the tweet, I was like, "Oh shit, it's absolutely real." So then when I found out like where it comes from, like then I actually like do the reverse, then actually look into like where it's coming from, and then you hear the actual audio play, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, she's speculating just like I am. Like I just literally said the same thing. What's different?" But when she gets into the point of saying, I have source confirmed that Jeff Loveness got fired because of this. I don't know. Like it makes me feel like there's more smoke there there's more fire than smoke at this point. Even like to me, it feels like the house is burning down. Do you think this is a good move? Do you think this is where they need to head? I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Do you think this?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he any reason why he got fired. So I don't know any personal stuff, but my guess would be that, unfortunately, like this kind of stuff does happen a lot, but I think MCU is under a microscope right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to prevent not just Marvel or Disney in general, but like a lot of people from announcing too many things too far ahead now. I think we're not gonna get big presentations like that anymore because unfortunately time after time, things get canceled, things get moved, who knows? You can't really predict 10 years down the road. But if they are switching Kang and going another direction, possibly Doom, who knows? They could say they wrapped it up in Loki. They could
perfectly. It would have been a perfect wrap.
It really reminded me of, and I don't know how many, if you guys saw it or if chat saw it or anything, but the Fantastic Beasts, the new trilogy. So the way, silence over here. These guys, there's no way I'm watching that movie. Let me nerd out on that a little.
Nerd out.
So the only thing I'll say positive about that last movie is at the end they wrapped it up so that Ezra Miller could or could not ever be back in the series, and they did it really well. So I would say, like, if this was the end of Kang, I thank you for the performance. Maybe we'll see the character down the road. I wouldn't necessarily miss Kang. It's not that I haven't been impressed by the performance. I haven't been impressed by the character.
That's everything.
And what they've given us. So, and that's not to say like I hate it. I just, it hasn't piqued my interest of like getting to a Kang Dynasty movie.
Exactly.
So, if they switch it up, that's fine. I don't care. Just do it. Do it well. That's all I ask.
Just do it and do it well. At the end of the day, it's comics. You can do anything.
Right. Who cares?
I love what you said. I mean, it was the perfect wrap up. Like, if you want to say that this was Loki's villain, this can be Loki's villain.
Right.
And it really was.
Nobody wants to remember Quantumania anyway. So the whole nobody wants to remember that promotion either, because that's pretty far away from where we are now. But to look at it like you said, the performance was never the issue. The performance was never the issue. It's just the story that we got.
Yeah.
And now look, Adam, I want to ask you this, and then we'll let you go here.
Okay.
The debate ate all these movies. Like I can't think of a person that's seen more movies in my life than you. Just based on everything that you put in there. Give me a good watch movie. Like if you want to give me one movie that you're pretty sure I haven't seen, give it to me right now. Put you on the spot. Give me one that I need to go watch.
A Paw Patrol Mighty movie. No, I just.
Oh my God! Nope, we can't do that one because that's on the list anyway.
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
That's the problem with having kids.
How about something I'm watching right now? All right. Are you watching Invincible?
Yeah.
Read the book. I'm telling you, if you're loving the show, read the comic, watch it together. It's one of the best adaptations while changing it at the same time. It's hard to explain. The fact that the whole team is there working on this thing, it's utterly incredible. Sorry, I'm a little distracted by your Emmy on your table. I'm so upset because I got robbed out of 2 Emmys, and it's bringing like you know, bad thoughts in my head.
What Emmy? Oh, I got it back here. Look, I'm gonna be real. Hey, but reading that book gets me excited because the first comic that I ever read was The Walking Dead. I read that because I got into the show, and that's the first comic I ever read, and it's kind of took off from there. And I absolutely loved reading that. I was like, I guess maybe 3 or 4 seasons in, before I got the compendiums and read it through, and it was absolutely amazing. And if they're doing anything like what they did with The Walking Dead to the show comparison, then I'd definitely be down to read that. Now, look, you brought up Invincible. I got one person in this out of the 3 of us who don't like to watch any of that type of Amazon stuff, but I keep trying to tell him to get on the.
Look, here's
the thing.
this,
give me an elevator pitch for this dude.
Do you not like
I've been trying to get him.
Well, no, I'm down. Look, no, I'm down. No, I love cartoons. I think cartoons are awesome, but I am down to actually watch Invincible. Just not watching those other 2 popular things that just throw out blood for no freaking reason.
Oh, I can understand that.
I just don't like that.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, Invincible is kind of bloody, but it's cartoon bloody, so it's like
exactly.
Like
exactly.
It softens a little bit somehow. That's why, they're trying to do Invincible the live action, and I'm like, I don't know if I want that. I love the show and I love the comic, and I don't know. That's why I don't know if I want like Dragon Ball Z live action. I don't
Dragon Ball Z live action. Sounds weird.
I will say, the live action stuff is starting to get a little. I don't want to go that far. We got one good live action show, and I was about to jump. I was about to go far. But look, that One Piece live action, it gives me hope. Good. If Netflix can go 2 for 2, go back to back, not 2 for 2, and then go back to back with One Piece and Avatar.
They can correct the wrongs. The first one,
and especially if they can correct the wrongs, I'm on a different level. Now, I don't something like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know, man. And I'm with you. I don't know if it ever be live action, but hey, I would have said that for One Piece. I would have felt like there was never one way that you could have told me that One Piece would be a good live action.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows? But that it just feels hard to do, man. To go out there with a Dragon Ball Z, who's going to be the weight of somebody who's going to be Goku,
right?
Yeah, bro. And if you fuck that up, imagine
if you fuck that up, that is your career. There's only one person. Off the top of my head, there's only one person that could be Goku, and I don't even care if it looks like him. You know who I'm about to say? Henry Cavill. Fuck it, Henry Cavill, the one person that.
That would be insane. I would be so against that. I would be very against that.
His chin. The only thing I don't like about it. Yeah, and his chin doesn't go in. His chin is just too broad. And I know that's kind of picky, but when I think about
these
Goku,
days, bro, come on now.
When I think about Goku, I think about that kind of boxy chin, and who knows? That's probably what it looked like in live action. But his head just feels a little bit too wide. But look, Adam, I appreciate you for popping up in here. It's the first time having you in the underground, and we're definitely gonna bring you back up in here with your
definitely.
What a great effing interview. Everybody, put some hands in the chat for Adam. Adam, is there anything that you want to plug? And kind of moderator, give me Adam's link in the chat too. Anything you want to?
No, not yet, but maybe next time. I am working on something. Debate 8 was retired. It was a great run. I loved it. But I have built something else that I'm working on, and it's close, and I'm very excited, and I hope it's good. I'm just producing. I'm actually just producing it this time. I'm not hosting it. I'm just producing it.
So that's like a different type of. Yeah. I like the sound of that. Look, when you're a producer, when you put it together, holy shit. Hey, well, look, dude, I absolutely love it. And anytime we get to see something put together by you, that's a fucking charm. So, yo, thank you so much for joining in. You're welcome back anytime, man. Look, you don't even have to react. If you got something you want to talk about, just hit me up. We got time for you.
All right, guys. See you.
Thanks for coming by, man.
Thanks, man.
Yo, so
cut him off. Damn it.
I did cut him off, and I think I cut Tina off last time too. But you never know. Anyway, at the end of the day, bro, it just feels like Kang the Conqueror is like kind of Derrick Rose. It's kind of like a could have Brandon Roy
broke his knees off the jump. Derrick Rose.
Oh man, he had one good good MVP run on Loki, and then all of a sudden he tore his ACLs in Ant-Man. And now it's like a what could have been. Like that performance was there. We saw what it could be, but his ACL got torn.
Fair gesture. That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad we got him out of here. You talking about wanting to trigger me? I'm glad we got him out of here.
He said he was talking to me.
Oh, he was talking to you. You probably do suck at Spider-Man, bro.
Bro, I beat it so quickly on the hardest difficulty. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, nothing about beating it quick. Bro, that just means you had time. I was on the hardest difficulty.
No, I just used my weekend.
Yeah, bro, I can't use my weekend. You just had time to do it. And
I don't have kids, so I don't got to worry about people.
And you ain't play the side missions.
Why do I care about side missions, bro?
Because those are actually harder. Those were actually harder than some of the actual missions, which was crazy. Like
fighting Venom.
A couple of those, yeah, that was easier than fighting Venom. Fighting Venom won't really hard at all. You must really suck at the game.
You're capping. You must be on literally the easiest mode.
Bro, I was on the highest one. It was like spectacular before you can get the ultimate. I was on spectacular.
I was on ultimate, so
you don't get ultimate till you play the game one time.
Yes, you do.
You can't. You have to beat the game before you can unlock the highest level.
You are about to have me literally turn on my PS5 and check.
And go look at the one that you can start now. You have to beat the highest level. Look, he said in spectacular, the highest level that you can get the first time is spectacular. After you beat spectacular, they unlock ultimate.
Well, look,
that game was not hard.
Beat it. I'll beat that too.
Look, man,
we still got a 1v1 too, man.
Like, we still do got a 1v1, but look, I'm gonna be real. My controller is broke in the way that I just don't like to spend money. It's gonna be broke. It's gonna be broke. I told you, look, I will pull it up on stream and just put my controller down. If it's just so fucked up, I can leave my PlayStation on, and it's supposed to go to rest in like 2 minutes. I'll leave my PlayStation on and come back 2 hours later, and it's still on. You wanna know why? Because the whole time my controller been sending that shit to the left. So it is what it is.
But
anyway, dog, like I'm flying around. My homie tried to send me a video of somebody flying around town. I'm like, yo, that's not even really that hard. I'm at the level now to where like the tricks ain't enough for me. Like I'm actually spinning around. I'm getting ready to start recording some stuff. I'm spinning the camera around as I'm doing my tricks in trick mode, like so I can record my ish. I just saw the hotkey to where you can slow it down to 0.75 seconds. So you can put in a shortcut on your controller to like slow the speed down while you're actually doing it. So I'm gonna put that on there. Like I told you, I'm really about to start recording it. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, like if you go to shortcuts on your control on the menu, they give you an option to hit a button that slows down the game speed. So you can slow it all the way down to like 0.5. So it's like 0.75, 0.5, and you can slow it down, and then you hit that button, and it'll slow it back, and it'll speed it back up to 100. It's crazy.
Damn, Jay, y'all hear this? He's too. That's how he's getting through these games so easily. Like
I haven't used it yet. I haven't used it yet, though. I haven't used it yet. I'm saying I'm about to get there. Using that joint's the next step. I'm gonna be real. I'm jealous of seeing all of these people flying around in these YouTube shorts. All of these people flying around in these YouTube shorts like it ain't nothing. Doing all of these tricks, like
going through like weird little crevices of
the bro.
Yeah.
You want to know, yo? Did you ever find all the spider bots?
No, I found like 75%.
Yeah, I got 2 more to find. I don't know if there's a science to finding the spider bots. Like from what I found, like I guess they're kind of out there. That's the only thing I got left to do. Like I'm not starting I'm gonna sound like you right here. One thing that really effing pissed me off with this game. No new game plus, bro. Like, are you shitting me? No new game plus? Did they do this? I have to assume that they did this last time because I got the game late because I was late to get the PS5. And I said, I'll be damned if I get this Spider-Man game for a PS4 because it's supposed to be on a PS5. So I was late to the train getting it. And so it was already updated and everything when I got it. But did they do this before? Like, what the fuck? How are you supposed to get a game and you're not supposed to? They want you to start all over? Like, bro, I'm trying to get right back in it, dog.
Yeah, that's my issue too, man. Because I just like, I get it though. I kind of do because we'd finish the DLC stuff early anyway, and then we'd be saying the same thing. So.
But the DLC stuff is not even out.
No, I know. But like, if it was out by now, we had already been out of. I at least would have been.
I'm not asking for DLC stuff. I just want to be able to go through the story. Like, I just want to be able to go through the story on Ultimate with all of my shits.
That's true. That's true.
Like, and there's going to be no point for me to want to do it again. Like, if I want to play the game again, I'm going to want to play it again when I want to play it. I don't want to have to wait. What's going on, Omi-Wan? Good to see you, brother. I don't want to have to wait to play the game again. That's all I'm saying. Give that shit to me now so I can go in there with all my suits. That's even really it, bro. Like, I don't even necessarily want all the skill. I come back with all the skill. I really just want my suits. Let me keep my suits.
I do too, man.
Yeah, like, now I do want to be able to continue the skill because my daughter wants to play, and don't nobody want to play through the game mode on the easiest jump. And like, that's what has to be done for her because she gets a little scared. It got to be done for her and shit. To be honest, though, the best thing that saves me from this game is Venom because she's scared of Venom. So that saves me from this game because she'd be like, "Daddy, is Venom in this shit?" But oh, she don't say shit. She's like, "Daddy, is Venom in the is Venom in this scene?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's knowing damn well that I've already defeated Venom." But not like the game is cool. But Justin, we're getting to that time. We're getting into that time of the show where I don't necessarily have rapid fire for you right now.
Man, that's 2 weeks in a row.
That is 2 weeks in a row. Look, Tom snuck up on me. Tom snuck up on a brother today. Can I tell you the truth? But I do want to ask you a question that requires your answer. All right. There's a better way to put it because I had to pull it up. Look, we're out of the strike.
Yes.
And we're going to get it, and we can have a discussion about that after this question. But we're out of the strike. We're moving forward. With the strike being done, things are being moved around. Movies are being delayed because we're getting back to work. Out of these 5 titles I'm about to give you, give me one to say expedite, just shoot it and cut it. So expedited means you want to hurry up and see that jump, and you can let me give it a better way. Say hurry this shit up, take your time, and cut it. All right, it's those 3 categories. All right.
Okay, gotcha.
So hurry this shit up, take your time, and cut it. And with that being said, we got 5 movies here. So I'll let you put however many you want into each different category, okay?
All right, gotcha.
So we got Deadpool 3 being delayed to July 26th. Let me just share this tab. We got Deadpool 3 getting delayed to July 26, 2024. You got Captain America New Brave World getting delayed to February 14, 2025. Damn, 2025 is going to be crazy. You got Fantastic Four May 2nd, 2025. Thunderbolts July 25th, 2025. And November 7th is Blade 2025. You all can play along too. Tell me, first off, let me know which ones you, again, hurry this shit up, take your time and cut.
All right. First of all, easy one. Deadpool, hurry that shit up. Fast, quick. Get it here now, today. Fantastic Four. Fuck, that's a hard one because I want it now, but I need them to take their time. So we're gonna say take their time. Because reason being I'm saying take their time is because, bro, the rumors and shit we've heard out of that, I need y'all to really sit down and think about it, okay? Blade, honestly, dude, I'm not a big Blade fan, so take your time. Thunderbolts, you can cut that, honestly. You can cut that. Cut it. I love Yelena, but that's about it.
Well,
I love Yelena, but that's about it.
Hold up. Bucky gonna be in that, Jane.
Put Bucky in Captain America, Brave New World. And you can take your time on that one.
The other, the Crimson, what's his name?
Crimson Dynamo. Yeah,
the Red Guardian.
Deal without that.
The Red Guardian.
I can deal without that. Although, what's her name? The chick that was the villain in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. She's a cutie.
She's a so you're gonna.
She's a cutie.
You want to let that slide just for the bays, huh?
She's a cutie. I love Yelena though. Florence Pugh Pugh. But no, we can. You can almost low key cut this. Cut it. And then
hold on. Speaking
Brave
of
New World,
quick, and not to cut you off. Speaking of, yo, what in the fuck did they do to Zoe Ashton? Like I nobody's talked about it, but like what they did.
Ashton?
The villain in
oh yeah, Tom Hiddleston's wife, man.
What did they do to her, bro? Like,
what do you mean?
Why did they do that to her teeth? Like, they made her look crazy. Like,
why was she still kind of like fine as hell?
Oh, if you think so, then cool. But like, I just didn't find like
her character is fucking useless.
Yeah, like I just didn't like how they made it. But go ahead, move forward.
Well, I wasn't paying attention too much to the teeth. I'll be honest, but because she didn't smile, it's not like she was just grinning away.
Like they had all those face shots, and she was talking, and like I don't know. I look at the mouth a lot, I guess, and I just all the teeth, and like
I guess
it looked like
Tom
British
Hiddleston.
Teeth. It looked like British teeth. And not to say all British got bad teeth, but like I'm a fan of Love Island, and I used to watch Love Island UK, like the actual British show. And boy, when I tell you there was some like mouse like getting on that show, and like it's like a beauty standard. It's like a
Amy brought up you said it's a beauty standard. That's crazy. Amy brought up a good point.
Amy Rose, Amy, that is great. Thunderbolt
would be a genius.
Fucking, that's what I thought would happen anyway. Like to me, you can't do Captain America without Thunderbolts.
I mean, it'd work. It would work.
Like I feel like Captain America and Thunderbolt should have been hand in hand. Like if you're gonna do Thunderbolts, I feel like Captain America should be in that movie too. Like
give relevance too. Yeah, you give relevance to all those characters. You kind of make people want to see them. Put them
both together.
Exactly.
So what? Exactly. I'm sorry, I never let you get to your Brave New World, but I think we got a little bit of an answer here. What's your Brave New World
one? That one falls in the middle, bro. But it's in between. Cut it and take your time.
All right, I'm going to start a new poll here. We got take your time for Fantastic Four. So let me ask you, it's between cut it and take your time. What makes you want to cut this?
You want me to be completely honest?
Mm-hmm.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier makes me want to completely cut it.
We're on brand there. I want to completely cut it. Like, here's the thing. They got time. They can take their time. But unless they get their head in the right space, they're not going to deliver what they need to deliver. And here's what I mean by that. Like with Captain America, with Sam, and what they tried to do in that movie. And you know what? I'm not going to put the poll up here. To be real, putting up poll 6 a lot of work. So I'm going to put on this one poll here. What's going on, Polyhedral Paradise? And I'm going to put up this one poll here.
Do y'all feel the same way, chat? Like did Falcon and am I alone in thinking Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Okay, buddy.
He said Winter Soldier.
All right, man. And if you don't take your turtleneck,
bitch, I'm Nick Fury.
And you're useless right now.
Yo,
can we talk about that too?
What'd you say?
I said you're useless right now.
Man, I'm more useful than Nick Fury. But no, go ahead with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't want to lose my point because I don't want to miss. I don't ever want to miss the time to shit on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So continue.
But we got to touch base on that. What I was thinking earlier. But anyways, yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Am I alone in thinking Falcon and the Winter Soldier kind of fucked up how I feel about Brave New Order? Because I want to love Brave New World, Brave New Order. It was once one of the same. They had about 5 different names, but it just to me, man, bro, that show, I wanted to love it so bad, but it was
wanted to root for it. You wanted to get there, and the thing is, that show started off. That show was the end, is the picture of just going downhill, bro. And episode 4, remember episode 4?
Yes.
Episode 4.
Actually, no. No, I don't actually.
When they killed Lamar Hoskins, they killed Lamar.
Oh yeah.
That episode was crazy. And the speculation that was there, like that show had speculation, bro. From what they could have done with Isaiah Bradley, what could have happened with Elijah. Like we thought they were possibly going to be. There was a thought because I remember being deep into like this was early, like Normies and Nerds days back when like I was starting out. And we were covering the show, and I remember talking about like could Johnny, could they go over there to Lumley? Could they go over there to Isaiah Bradley and try and take, his blood, get some of that super soldier serum?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff was there. And then they just dropped the ball. The reason why I said like if they're not in, it doesn't matter how much time they take. I said it earlier. It doesn't matter how much time they take. If they're not in the mindset of what they need to be for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they don't need to make this movie. Part of what I mean by that is my man's got a whole upgraded vibranium suit, right?
Yeah.
He still ain't beat nobody.
Exactly.
I need Falcon. There was a time with and I get it, like Captain America, he might lose a bucket. Captain America's a dog. I don't get that dog energy from Sam in this show. Here's the thing, like I know I say things about Anthony Mackie. If I saw Anthony Mackie in person, you know what I tell Anthony Mackie? I don't think they've just treated you right in any of your characters.
They haven't, man.
In any of them, from Papa Doc to this point now, I don't think he's had a movie where they treated him right. And to be real, they haven't given him the room to shine.
Doc.
From Papa Doc to right now, they have not let Anthony Mackie eat, bro. And Anthony Mackie could have had a meal in that finale. You talking about You got Backtrot the Leaper, you got John Walker, and you got these Flag Smashers. Having him run through those three and stopping Sharon Carter, the power broker, like if they gave him those moments, I don't care what type of pre-woke speech he gave. Actually, not that speech.
I do, because that ruined a lot of it even more for me.
That speech would have wiped out everything. That speech would have just wiped out everything. But that being said, my man's got a full vibranium suit. He ain't beat nobody. If y'all's mindset don't turn from him being a preacher to him being an actual effing soldier and effing people up, not just from the air, but using that vibranium suit to punch people and have a sonic burst, to actually have some of his to fuck it. Let him do some Batman shit with his wings, have some gas pop out, do some creative shit with this hand-to-hand combat for me to believe that without super soldier serum, he can take down super soldier people. I need to believe that he can defeat Bucky. I need to believe that he can come out here and defeat fucking Sentry. Like he can play a role in defeating Sentry. Whoever. Just like Superman made me believe. They didn't do that with Falcon and the Winter Soldier in the show.
I don't want to be worried about my Captain America every fight, bro.
Every
fight. Saying?
Every fight.
Like, dude, and what was that? What was that fucking movie? Was it Winter Soldier, where Steve is in a elevator with like five or six dudes in there?
Nah, about 10. About 10.
About 10?
About 10.
Anthony Mackie ain't making out there,
10
bro.
of them big guns, dog. Like they
big dudes, bro. Anthony Mackie, he ain't making it out of there.
And the thing is, Cap ain't just make it out of there. Cap went ham, dog. Like
he went ham.
Cap went ham. He didn't just make it out of there. So when you think about what Anthony Mackie probably would have done, he won even if he had on his suit, to where all it takes is a big just put your wings out and spin around, and everybody's pretty much fucked up on some dark shit. But even if he didn't want to do that, Anthony Mackie probably would have done. He probably would use his suit, hit the windows, and just flew up out that bitch and ran away. That's all that show was about. Like I remember talking about that show, and every single fight scene in that show up to the finale ended with people running. Do you recall that?
Bro,
like,
oh my God, it did.
Every single fight scene ended with people running. Even after killing Lamar Hoskins, the only person that didn't run from that was John Walker. Everybody
exactly. And then they ran as John Walker beat the shit out of one of their guys. Oh my gosh.
Everybody ran.
That movie was, show was so
and
good.
I tell you, man, it went from high to low. Episode 4 was straight. Even that scene where they went back, bro, like it did action wise, it did a lot of good stuff. I can't lie. Some of the best action we've got on. You don't think so?
Hell no.
Wait a minute.
The Dora Milaje was the best part, bro.
That's in the show. That's in the show.
It.
Hold up. That scene in episode 2, that trailer
where
scene
he's
like having the plot. But yo, that's number 1. But the scene when they're like flying in episode 2 or after that tractor trailer, and they have that like 7-minute scene. I might be exaggerating. It's like a 5-minute scene to where they're trying to get the stuff out of that tractor trailer. And it's like he's going under it, he's going over it. They're fight like to me, like that was hardcore. I think it was the first time. No, that was the first. He's falling asleep on. Are you serious? When they go back and get the shield back, that fight. Do you not remember that scene when they getting the shield back? Are you serious, bro? Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
They broke his arm. They broke his arm.
Broke whose arm?
John Walker's arm. To get the shield back.
Like a little bitch.
To get the shield back. That shit was crazy, dog. That shit was crazy. Look, they had crazy fight scenes in my mind in that shit. Until the finale. But still, they wasted. Every one of them ended with people running. Except for that shield fight and except for, So that was a solid fight, bro. Like, that was a solid fight, dog. And, even the overhyped opening scene, that was still some of the best action that we've seen on Disney Plus.
I will say that was dope. And when I saw that, I thought, okay, we're in for a good ass season right here.
That kicked it off.
It kicked it off, but then.
So when did it, like episode 2, even episode 2 though, like the action scene in episode 2 was the only thing in episode 2 that I liked. And to me, like that scene to me went hard. Like that's the first time you saw the Flag Smashers kick him in the chest, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, dog.
I'll be honest. They're not They're not memorable.
You don't remember.
The only thing memorable was that interaction with the Dora Milaje.
You don't remember.
They just said, "You're a super soldier." That's cute, basically, bro.
Yeah, that Dora Milaje scene was absolutely epic, and like
they were so.
That was connectivity at its best. They just dropped the ball a lot. Like I really would have loved a power broker to actually be somebody. What I like is when Marvel can try to pull off these newer characters from comics. And what they've done recently just with the design of the Power Broker, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what the Power Broker is or anything like that. But the design that they have for the new Power Broker, I would have loved to seen that in the MCU. It would have been the perfect fit. But I'm about to pull up this scene here, dog.
Zemo was dope, though. I just saw
Zemo was a shining light.
Mr. Griffin say something about him.
That's facts, Mr.
He was great.
Zemo was the shining light. He was the superstar of the show.
And I'm with you, chilling. I don't remember any of it.
Chilling in the basement.
Don't get us canceled. Don't get us.
Look, this scene right here, when they're fighting on here.
He was okay.
Yo, this thing.
Why is she walking like?
This thing was crazy. All right, I'm not gonna play too much. I just want to remind you, this thing was crazy, bro. Like it was one joint. Yeah, like homie hanging off the side of this joint. It was some crazy shit in there, bro. Like for a Disney Plus show, I'm not saying that it's Winter Soldier level action. I'm just saying, this was some of the best action. You can't tell me what better action did we get on Disney Plus.
I mean, it was all right.
No, what show gave us better action? What show gave us better action?
That's not a high bar. It's not a really high bar.
But it's the highest that we got. Look, we're gonna get into this ranking. I think probably Thursday we'll do this little whole ranking shit that we talked about. When it comes to just things that are out, I'm not looking forward about talking about these Disney Plus shows. To me, there's only 3 that deserve to be ranked. I'm one of those people. What If, WandaVision, and Loki. Those are the only 3 that deserve to be ranked. Nothing else deserves a 4 or 5 spot. I'm that type of person that where like you don't get the participation trophies. We don't give out like just because you're there, you're gonna get 3rd, 2nd place. Like I had a friend ask me about the Drake album, what top 5 songs. I'm like, dude, I'm doing better because I was so tough. I said, dude.
This is growth.
It's growth. I said, dude, ain't 5 songs on there that's worth being top. I said, it's about 4. I can give you 4 songs on there that's worth being top 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like that here. It's like I can give you about 3, maybe 4 deserve to be up there. Maybe if I'm feeling generous, I'll say I can't say Moon Knight because they jerked me off and left me hanging with Moon Knight. Moon Knight gave nerds the biggest case of blue balls in nerd history. It's bigger than the boner. I don't care what anybody says. Nah, it's not bigger than the boner. The boner was too big.
But at least the rest of that like show was solid enough to like a little bit overlook it. So
at least it was.
Then we got Monica Rambeau out of it. So
Peter's Pockets, what's going on? I feel like I missed some people too.
You did.
100%. I definitely did miss some people, but Peter's Parkers is in the building. Jay Field was popping, dog.
What's up, Jay Field?
I think I said what's up to CC Lotus.
Lotus, what's up, man?
What's going on? Jared in the building too. Moon Knight could have been so dope if they actually delivered on those scenes in Moon Knight. If we actually got to see people get destroyed by blanking on his name, not Mark Spector. Jake Lockley. If we actually got to see that Jake Lockley like personality come out and F people up, like that show would have been top 10. I mean, not top 10. That show would have been like third on the list. Probably overtook WandaVision. I don't think I can take out What If out of the top 3.
Oh, really, Trent? That was Sylvie's your favorite part of Loki? Oh, okay.
For real, Sylvie was Trinity favorite part of Loki. Hey, that's nice. Look,
that's nice, man.
Hey, dude, I do like the thought of Sylvie being the reason why Kang the Conqueror, being the reason why Doom pops up. Like, if you could what's Sylvie's whole motivation been here? We're gonna take it here a little bit. What's Sylvie's whole motivation here? Like through this whole season, what does she want to do?
In the TVA story,
she wanted to kill the Kangs. She only wanted to end the kill TVA. She wanted to kill Victor Timely. What's going on, Darth Hu Yang?
What's up?
She wanted to kill Victor Timely. She wanted to kill the Kangs.
Yeah. True.
We're led to believe that she ends, she's not really going out there after these variants. But let's be real, the MCU knows where the variants are. I mean, the TVA knows where the variants are. And if she catches wind of what Victor Timely of what Kang the Conqueror tried to do in Ant-Man, I could see this making her go throughout the whole history, like the whole multiverse, trying to kill all these Kangs. And shit, fuck it. Killing the Kang results in Dr. Doom popping up throughout the multiverse.
That'd be great. So,
I would just like to see Sylvie be responsible for Dr. Doom coming in. I think that'd be
give her some purpose.
Yeah, like I think, she always thinks she's making the right decision. She thinks she thinks with her gut, and I would just love it to see it make another head on the snake come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Give her some purpose, man. That's I think what a lot of these new Disney Plus characters have lost is just purpose.
And I don't want to sound like this dude, yo. Like I don't want to sound like that guy that's out here judging people. But can I be real? I don't know life might be hitting for her. Like life might be lifing. But nobody has had the roughest, like the biggest age difference look on their face from one appearance to another appearance than Sophie DiMartino. She looked like she aged about a good like 5 to 6 years between these shows. Am I alone in this? Like, and I love how she did it. Like, she's still a cutie, bro. Like, I think she's still a little attractive. But
you're talking about Sylvie, right? The actor for Sylvie.
Yeah, like, did she not look older? Did she look?
I won't lie. She did look like she aged a little bit.
A little bit, bro. Like she looked like she aged. Like she looked bad, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna like she not bad as in like but she just looked older.
She looked a little. I did notice it. I definitely did notice it. As you said, she's still an attractive woman.
Yeah, she's still attractive. Like
I saw the age. I did see the age a little bit, but I also think it's bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That haircut.
I think it's a fucking mullet, bro. That mullet is dog shit.
Trash. What was at least because she was in the 80s, I guess, right?
She was, but were women wearing fucking mullets back then?
Were they people in the 80s?
Chilling.
Hey, yo, chilling. Hey.
But they did not do her good with that. Mr. Griffin said it too. I blame the mullet.
Hey, were the bunnies wearing the mullets back in the 80s, Griffin? I mean, not Griffin, chilling. Were the bunnies wearing the mullets back in the day? Amy says yes, they were.
Look, again, she's an attractive woman, but I'm sorry, they did
I don't
her a
want to sound like
disservice.
you know, I hate sounding judgmental, but we are a judgmental.
No, you know, look,
you know what I'm saying? If I could sit here,
I felt it too just a little bit, but look, they did not do her right with that damn mullet, bro. That's just because back in the first season, she had one, they gave her a little swag and style with the crown chopped off too. So it's like she had more swag then.
Amy, I must say, I grew up in the 90s and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I think the only thing I would trade growing up in the 90s for a little bit is the 80s. I don't know. Like I'm a 93 baby. And I feel like I got the best of both worlds as far as being a kid when it wasn't all this internet shit and then being young enough to be reckless on the internet.
I think that's for me because 96, man. Like, we're still kind of in the same realm. But
yeah, you're still not. That cuts off at like 97. I think that whole like the 90s thing, I think it cuts off at 97 because 97 is on. It's just different people, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were drinking, dog. But like, that's just like they're a different type of mindset. They're a different type of animal and beast. Like 96, I can fuck with you, but 97 and on, dog, like, yo, what the fuck were y'all?
I think if you weren't able to comprehend what That's So Raven was, you are a different person. You know what I'm saying? Because those kids that didn't get to see the peak TV shows like That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Zoe 101, they just talking to them is something else.
Now I do want to say like these strikes are over. And fuck these strikes, bro. Can I get a fuck these strikes in the chat? Because
fuck these strikes, amen.
Because of the strikes, we never got no promotion of the Marvels.
True.
This might get me in trouble here. This might get me in trouble here.
why?
But because of the strikes, we never got anything like this when it comes to promoting the Marvels. Roll the tape.
It's Super Suit Day. It's my test for the super suit. So what we're doing for the hair. And here's she is. Super suit.
Look at Justin. Justin coming.
We have two sewing here. Sewing is good. Lindsay down here sewing. It's a whole situation.
She
is so.
Look who's in her super suit.
Also, shout out to like those super suits look dope.
These are a little for y'all. Superman, now what do we do? Get into the details.
Oh, woo!
Quite easily would have made the Marvels an extra $10 million in the box office.
Honestly, yes, bro. Like, all jokes aside, for real. Like, if did you see Amon's stuff that she was apparently doing, bro, they would have been able to market this way better, and may have got a lot more money. But yeah, they got kind of screwed on that.
They got screwed on that because like two of the brightest new stars from Phase 4 didn't get a chance to really introduce themselves to the public with the Mom finale and with the Tiana Paris. Like, as awkward as Brie Larson can be, I just imagine like you see the energy that Tiana Paris brings. You see the energy that Iman Vellani has been bringing. Those two together on like an interview set, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, like late night TV, on to like doing their press tour. Those two would have been like amazing.
And here's the thing too, like I know there's apparently beef or whatever going down between them, as far as Brie and Tiana, but like I think Brie would have been a little bit more comfortable and a little less cringy.
Which if Brie would have been out doing the publicity too, but like he's saying, Brie would have been toned down.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think she would have been with, fellow ladies doing the thing that she's doing. I think she would have been a lot more relaxed.
I don't think she would have known the role that she's in, unless she's really in the mindset of fuck everybody, bro. Like unless she's really that fucked in the head to be like, you know what, like fuck the fans, because you know what situation she would have realized she was in, but she's sitting there,
which she could be though.
Which she could have been like that. Like that's what I'm getting to. Like imagine her sitting there with Iman and Tiana, and just naturally, like those two got the riz. Like those two have just you know, the room just attracts to them as they're like talking in an interview. I can imagine Brie Larson maybe feeling somewhat left out. One thing you don't want to do though, if you're someone who advocates like Brie Larson, is just drum up drama publicly between other women.
Exactly, bro.
So I think she would have swallowed that bullet. Would she have looked awkward doing it? Probably. Would it looked a little bit of awkwardness between them? That's fine. But I just think those two stars that you have right there, Tiana Paris and Iman Benani, just overshadow all of that. And that becomes something else then. Like when you have the moments, these black girl, I'm gonna just call it what it is. This is a black girl moment of for Tiana Paris.
Yeah.
If you give her that, if we get some of that like 2 weeks before the Marvels, maybe you do get some black. I'm gonna be real. People underestimate that shit. But there was I'm listening to the radio show down here locally, and when Kenobi was out, this the black lady on like who don't really watch no nerdy shit, she was watching Kenobi because Reva was in it. And like she liked Moses Ingram's performance.
Yeah.
Not to get into that. She just liked the performance that she was giving, not really knowing the thing. But that's viewership. I'm just saying, like you throw this out there. Your girl's been in other shows. She's been in other black shows that people would associate with. That's how you really pull in that audience. They didn't really get to do that. So, like I said, fuck these strikes.
And that's one thing I was like, real, because you say that, and it reminds me of how like I would have been watching the Star Wars series or the sequel trilogy either way.
Yeah.
But my main draw was, as one of the big issues of it is they played Jonathan Boyega like he was gonna be the new Jedi. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really happy to see we gonna get another brother.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And they fucked us up with that shit. But
hey man, you know what? Kai Brightstar. Remember the name. He's from the young Jedi. And I can
Moses Ingram.
I can see a time when they're doing some High Republic stuff, because that's what the time era when the young Jedi set in. Yeah, they're doing there. Justice for Moses Ingram. Reva can suck it. Look, Moses Ingram, she's gonna get her justice due as binary. She's gonna get her justice due as binary. And spoiler warning for Captain Marvel.
Wait, but she's not binary. That's not the same actress.
That's not the same actress. That's not. That's Marshawn Lynch.
Anyways, to speak on what he's saying. Look, yeah, man. Look, it was a great. Like she did not deserve any of that shit. And I was in a stream with Chillin' a while ago. I said that's unfortunately Disney's problem, man, and the Star Wars problem. They are not setting up. I get you want to have inclusion, and I want the inclusion too, because look, you get more people that look like different people around the world.
Exactly.
More money gets to you. It's good for everybody, but you also got to do it to where these characters aren't going to be come in and immediately fucking hate it. That's the issue. That's why when first the best example of that, I mean, Black Panther has a lot on him, like as far as background and storytelling and as far as that. But the thing is, they also introduced, that's kind of the formula of how you would want to introduce some of these other characters that don't have the history of like him. So yes, justice for Moses Ingram. The problem is just considering she was nowhere to be found at Star Wars Celebration and the whole other crew was, I think she personally is like, fuck Star Wars. I don't want to be a part of that at all. But
hey, I hear you, Brian. Look, right now we about to get into Q&A real quick, and I'm gonna start a Q&A thing here. So if y'all got any questions in the chat, anything y'all want to throw out, let me know. Let me end this poll. I can actually do both. Put in your questions here in the Q&A. What y'all want to know? What y'all want to talk about? We got about 20 minutes left. So let me know what you want to get into, or if you just want to shoot a shout out, just let me know. Was good. So look, bro, I want to talk about that binary shot that we see at the end of the post credits.
Yes,
and what goes
sir.
down. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, speak on it.
I hope, and this doesn't have to do with like the post credit scene. It's more so to do with like the incursion. People are saying there was an incursion. I don't think that was an incursion, and I don't really hope it was.
It doesn't look like any incursions we've seen.
Right. And it doesn't look menaced. Like, it doesn't look threatening.
Exactly.
So I think I am gonna make a short on that eventually, or probably not, to be real. But like, I do want to put that out somewhere. Maybe this is just it. But like, to me, that's not an incursion, and people have been calling it an incursion. It just didn't seem like it. Like he's not an incursion. Thank you, Carl. Like, it feels like they said a portal had opened, or like it had opened to another universe. It didn't necessarily feel like the incursion happened. Now, with that being said, your boy put out a tweet earlier this week about the lack of hard light and the disrespect of what hard light is to the MCU. And I'm gonna run this down. Back in Doctor Strange, when we were first introduced to the concept of different dimensions and different, like the vast universe, the first thing that Sorcerer Supreme did, the Ancient One did, was push Doctor Strange through the mirror dimension. That mirror dimension, if you think about what the mirror dimension looks like, it looks like clear version of hard light. Like, you're pushing through another dimension, it's stuck in there, but the design of it, the sound of it, they have the same sound design. And you have that face on me, Justin, but I made a video on it before. They have the same sound.
I have to go listen to it again. I'm just trying to think about it.
They have the same sound design though. Like, it's there, and it actually looks like just a clear version of it.
Okay.
More light. So with that being said, like, it's been established since back then. You have the whole thing going down in What If, where you have the incursion happening, what I think it is incursion, or is just reality collapsing on itself. In that Doctor Strange episode, he pushes out hard light to stop that incursion from going on, right? On top of that, you got in Ms. Marvel, the whole different dimension that's trying to come into play here, try to come into our dimension. She's stopping that with hard light. To me, hard light seems to have a certain power of being able to stop energies. It contains energies. Like I said, if you want to think of like cosmic energy flowing like a river, or like the timelines or dimensions flowing like a river, the hard light is like a bank on that river. Like, it keeps these things separate. That being said, we had 2 bangles in there. And I get the jump points have been put out. I get the jump points have been like, they use the bangles to make the jump points. Hard light could be very much used to that, because if you think about it, they can use hard light to channel these paths through the jump points to get to where you need to, because they're channeling through space and time. But regardless, like, to me, they dropped the biggest ball from connecting something other than just the bangles. They could have connected the concept of hard light, not just to the Marvels, but to this whole entire multiversal thing. Like, and I don't know, maybe it's just fan expectation, but in my mind, I thought that they were going to be using hard light to stop this incursion that was coming through. But again, this wasn't even really a fucking incursion, so who knows? But yeah, and they did establish too, and I'll let you go. They did establish too in What If, as Ultron is being kicked through the universe with what's his name, the Watcher.
Yeah,
as he falls through the universe, you see the jump break open, and it looks like hard light is break. Like, it looks like they're breaking hard light and it's falling through. So like, it's a lot of stuff established there. You have hard light established everywhere else, and you have a movie with the hard light person, and you don't do anything with it, or to really highlight something that's going on with the multiverse. But what do you think?
I don't think it's an incursion, because I do think, as much as we give Marvel flack for not having really connective stuff lately, that's something they're not gonna like change. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're gonna keep that continuity around that. So I am curious to see, especially I hope they figure it out to where we get like the conclusion of what's gonna happen with her being Monica Rambeau over there. Because that, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about you, I didn't ask you either, but that was intriguing for me. It was kind of interesting to see that.
The post credits
definitely makes me, that definitely made me a little bit excited.
What do you think? Do you think it's 838? I'm stuck on if it's 838 or not, because I think they don't know if it's 838 or not.
Yeah, I don't even want to because I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but yeah, man, I'm because you can't confirm she died or not either. You know,
But again, when you think about
when
binary and who binary is like the alter ego or like the
yeah,
that offshoot. I forgot how they describe it of Captain Marvel. So
yeah,
if you were to say that she died in her binary form, then like the binary was the next best thing to Captain Marvel that would step up and take her place and to be looking into this. Um, which could be why like they're taking this shit so serious. Like it felt like they're maybe taking this stuff seriously a little bit with Monica.
yeah,
The only kind of caveat is that she's not in the same place that Doctor Strange was in. And I
yeah.
think that's on
True.
purpose. Like if they knew it was going to be the 838, they would have put her if they knew it was going to be the 838, they would have put her in those type of pods, I feel like.
Mhm.
But again, like I just don't think they know because maybe it's something that they're building on for sequel. Like I said, if they don't know what they're going to do with Kang, they didn't know what they're going to do with Kang. Maybe they could be playing their cards close to the chest. But let's get into some of these questions here.
I got one question for you though. Too.
What's up? What's up?
Do you want to see another movie with Brie?
She needs to finish out Secret Wars, bro. I don't want to see her have another movie.
Okay.
You know what though?
I liked her. I actually liked her in the movie.
If they can give her a better movie, you know what? Like if they make it about getting Monica back. So let's say let's play this game here. Captain Marvel 3 ties in a lot with the multiversal saga. So
Marvel's 3.
Would it be? Or the Marvels 3. Yeah, whatever, right? The Marvels 2. Yeah, that's wild. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Captain Marvel 3. That's what I'm gonna call it. Be tied in heavily with the multiverse. So wouldn't you guess like possibly they're trying to go back over there and get Monica? Like trying to do something like rescuing Monica and that like causing some confliction. And then you have the whole idea of her fighting binary.
That would be my thought, yeah.
Yeah. Like to me, there's a lot of cool stuff they could do there. I'd take a third movie of that if we're in the phase of if we're in the middle of a strong phase. If we're where we are right now, no. But if you're bouncing back, if you are hitting after Deadpool 3, if you're continuing to hit on all cylinders and you're giving me great Deadpool 3 perfect, you give me a great movie, good one, give me a great ensemble movie, I will take a good. That sounds like I want a lot, but that's really not that much to ask. But
nah, to me,
I would take a good, okay Captain Marvel 3 movie, especially if it ties in heavy with the multiverse.
Okay, I'm down with that because I see Parker Peter. He said Cap Marvel on a team is fine, and honestly,
she is.
She was good. I didn't
even
mind her
in
at
game,
all.
even in game.
Exactly. So
anytime she's with other people, it's not that bad. And shout out, and I'm not going to sound. You know what? Fuck it. Shout out to how they handled her and Valkyrie. That was tasteful.
Yes.
Like bro, like not over the head. I remember like on Thursday I was talking. I was like, "There's not a moment to where I feel like people will be triggered. Like there's not a trigger moment really in this movie. That could have easily been one of them. That could have been one, like that's the one where like people would have been like raising arms about this shit. But not to say I would agree with them or anything like that. But like I just think they handled it pretty well. So shout out to them for that, man. I think it was all in all pretty.
It wasn't a bad movie. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it's not a great movie by any means, but I would see it again.
So we got
not in movie theaters, but yeah.
So we got two people. So we got two people in Q&A here. First one is VHS. VHS says, do y'all think Boseman should have been recasted? My opinion has changed over time. Yeah, I think he should have been recasted, but I get it. That's it. That's easy.
I think he should have been recasted, but the reason why it's like you got to wait now for me is because you already established the kid. So.
Yeah, the kid's their solution, and it's not a recast; it's just a new iteration. Yeah, and I'm not going to harp on this, but the legacy of T'Challa lives on through what T'Challa does, through who T'Challa is, and that is being the king of Wakanda, that is being the protector of Wakanda, being Black Panther, being that like stoic figure of a leader to his people, being the person that can protect his country and run with the Avengers, being the person that's on the Illuminati, being the person that's Reed Richards' best friend, like the smartest person in the world. All of those things are the legacy of T'Challa, not whether or not he's the son of T'Chaka or whether or not he's the son of T'Challa. That's not his legacy. The legacy that continues to go on is who T'Challa is and who he represents. So with that being said, yeah, they're handling it. Was that quick enough, Justin?
It was.
If you two were in charge of Marvel now after seeing Loki, where'd go? Where would you go from there in order to grasp the attention of the normal moviegoer? Stay real, fellas. Well, I don't think the question is that big because they have the answer right there. I would go to Deadpool. I think Deadpool is the best move to go forward with this. Are you reading the question?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Oh, yeah, I think Deadpool is the best move to go forward with this because you are diving right into the multiverse. Like one thing that we didn't get in the multiverse saga, other than No Way Home, was like actually diving into an effing multiverse where things actually matter. Like I get it, like Multiverse of Madness. We went to the A3A, right? We saw some of these like characters, but like we had no real connection to them. Even Professor X, like it was just cool seeing him as Professor X, but like we know that's not the Professor X that we know. With Deadpool 3, going to these actual characters from these actual universes, apparently, that's going to be a different level. That's going to play on the multiverse as it is as a whole. Other than that, what I would do is identify what you want to do for this phase as your main villain and play that story out. Find ways to pull on that thread without pulling it all the way out in each and every movie. Like be able to like have this thread pulled here, and then in the end of this phase, we get the whole maybe 25% of the picture. And then you start going on to the next thread and then the next thread and go on and building up to Secret War Saga. In order to do that, you have to identify your end game and you have to identify what you're going to do to get to that end game. So if I was at the top of Marvel, now that Kang is out the picture, what is the end game? The end game is leading to Battle World so we can get to this reboot. Who's going to do that? If you want to say it's going to be Doctor Doom, it's going to be Wanda, it's going to be Doctor Strange at the end there, and that's just my theory, and I'm going to stick with it. Could be Loki now too. Who knows like how that comes into play now?
Yeah.
But either way, like if you have those 3 or 4 characters there, all right, here's what they're doing: cosmic level, bigger level. Then you build out like your actual fist fighting, actual action movies of what's going to be going on here. And to me, like I mentioned earlier, what I build that on is maybe a different universe. And this could be multiple universes, whether you do have like people like Thanos or what have you. Thanos, they have Thanos, you could have your biggest villains coming back. You have your what's his name? Ultron, Killmonger, your Zemo, like all of these people coming out of the woodworks to work for one universe and to help them win Secret Wars. I think that's how you build your threat, and that's how I go forward with it. What's got you weak over here?
This fucking dude chilling, man. I love this guy, man. He out of pocket right now, bro.
Yo, somebody get chilling, dog. Like, bro.
My man chilling needs a fapping nap, bro.
Every day, dog. Every day. And look, Daniel Fisher, Daniel can't help. I mean, like, bro, like nobody's wrong. Like, he's not wrong. Like,
I don't mind that image being placed on my head. I mean, yes, but shut up.
Shut up. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
You're in church right now, Jared? Look, you're supposed to be listening to the word of the Lord, not the word of Faggy.
Not the word of chilling.
Plus, the president did declare war on all aliens, but fuck She-Hulk. Like, that president's about to be gone anyway, so that's inconsequential.
Yeah, bruh.
That president's about to be replaced by Thunderbolt Ross. Good. New order put in place.
Yeah, for me, I'd establish some type of continuity. I think if you do want to go ahead and stick to this multiverse type of lane, which I think is kind of what you want to do, I think the next Deadpool's a key factor for me. For real, you establish and then you make a concrete way of how this multiverse works. And honestly, I'd coincide it with what Across the Spider-Verse did, because I know that's an argument that it's just too complicated and over the top. Nip that in the bud right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
in the bud. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up this video. I saw something hilarious today, and then we're gonna get out of here. I know. Hold up. I saw something hilarious today. And my guest that I hit up for Thursday didn't come through, so I got one other guest I'm gonna hit up, and it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time on Thursday.
You gonna tell me off stream?
I might tell you off stream. Oh damn, did I lose it? Damn. Hold up. I might be able to find it. Give me 1 second. This shit was, it's pretty funny. Now that I'm doing all of this, looking it up and pulling it up, like I guarantee you, the moment like I actually play it, it's not gonna hit.
As funny as you think.
Yeah, like you know how it is. Like you go through it, pulling it up, and then as soon as you get there, it's not doing what you think it should be doing. All right, here we go.
Amy said, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What'd she say? What Amy say?
Amy said Deadpool, Doctor Strange 3, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Cap 4. That'd be her order. I would just move up Spider-Man because I think Spider-Man is your moneymaker to help also bring people in. People love Spider-Man, so
people love Spider-Man. Like you can't fuck around with Spider-Man, bro.
True.
That's why they always have to make movies on Spider-Man. All right, so let me write it.
Genius, billionaire, playboy.
Hold on.
Come on.
I know guys with none of that worth 10 of you. I've seen the footage. The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play, to lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you. I think I would just cut the wire.
Is this gonna give me a copy hit?
Always a way.
Probably. It's right. It's straight up
you may
movie
not
right
be a
now.
threat, but you better stop pretending to be a hero. A hero? Like you? You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle. All
right, I just love that joke because look at it. Look at this next one. He looked up back at Bruce like, help me out. No, like I never like noticed his perspective, but like, yo, my man Tony Stark was his class.
He was cooking.
He was cooking everything he was saying. And like the most hilarious part is Steve was like just caught up. Like he couldn't stop.
He didn't know what to say.
My man didn't know what to stop. Like he kept, my man's like, it's an antithesis of somebody like typing out 2 paragraphs in a social media argument, and then the person just responded back and owning them with like a 1 sentence like catch back.
Tony was unfazed. And then what's
down. Hell,
what's funny too, bro? What's funny too, bro, is it shows over to Natasha. Natasha, after he says the Playboy billionaire philanthropist, he goes, shit.
Hey,
yeah,
my man is too, like the
my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better.
That is what he was doing, bro.
Like I'm wondering from the top because I was late. We missed the
big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you? Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. I know guys with none of that.
That kills me. That is to me, bro. That is one of the funniest parts of it. She's like, fuck, you checked already.
Look, my man looking on like, hey, you don't want this smoke. Like my man Nick Fury got all the personal analysis, right? So he knows, like, dog, you don't want to do this.
You're not about it.
You're not about this. My man Jared came in one. This is gonna end it off right here. He says, I said keep building with Kang as planned to show he's a big threat. Then have Doom come in and backhand him at the beginning of time, reminiscent of Thanos killing Loki. The original Avengers threat. Hey, look, I like that, and honestly, that was something they could have done if they're going with Kang anyway, is having Dr. Doom come in to do Battle World anyway. However, my mind was everything that they were building on and everything they were setting up was going to be Wanda taking the role of Doctor Doom. And to me, that makes that makes sense on what they're building in the story, because what does Wanda want more than anything is her kids. What has Doctor Strange been preaching is doing things by the book. So the conflict they built in Multiverse of Madness of Doctor Strange not allowing her to do what she wanted to have her kids, to have that be resolved, to save the universe and to let Wanda do what she want to do and create Battle World, that to me builds on the things they've been building in the phase. But fuck it.
The only reason that doesn't make sense for me is because at the end of MOM, she has that realization of okay, I fucked up. These aren't my kids though.
But the only thing, but that's where Kang comes into play, because I think she can still be persuaded, and to where if she's talking with Kang and Kang makes that same offer to her, and even if she's I can't do it because of this, because of that, Kang's look, you are writing your own story. You are doing this here. We need to save the universe, and have your kids in one timeline. I think she takes that because she feels like she's saving the universe. She feels like she's saving the universe by creating one timeline. And I think that's one reason why Doctor Strange goes along with it, because at the end of the day, you got to think all of this is coming down at the end of Secret Wars to where everything's about to be destroyed. And if Doctor Strange sees that, it's kind of what he did in comics by allowing Doom to take over at the end of Secret Wars, because Doctor Strange had that opportunity to do it instead of Doctor Doom. He allows Wanda to do it because he feels like that's the best route moving forward, and feels like it's kind of her prophecy and he's fulfilling that. Now, what comes out of that is the multiversal Avengers coming back to fight out of this hold, and that's where you fight against the Beyonder Kang, or what could be Doctor Doom, because they could do this with Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom could bring the same thing out of her. So to have them come up and fight with Doctor Doom to free it is because they're fighting for free will. They're in this battle world. There's not free will. There's kind of the power is not as it should be. So the ladies are in here showing love. Abel says, "Yep, Wanda could definitely be seduced by fine ass Kang." But hey, if Kang ain't there,
Wanda could definitely seduce me. What am I saying? Hey, I'll tell you what, bro. Can we just real quick appreciation for?
No, let me open up the chat.
Lizzie Olsen, bro. Woo wee.
Hey, I mean, she's up there.
She is beautiful.
She's up there. Ain't my type.
She mine.
Hey, but look, we gonna go ahead and slide up out of here. It has been an amazing show tonight. Shout out to Adam from Fan Jackster for popping up in the stream.
Thanks for coming, Adam, man.
Yo, this might be the best stream we've had since we've had Tina in the building, and I ain't been that long. But yo, I love having these type of streams. Having guests on here is fun because they bring an angle that, like I said, we ain't into this industry shit, but we know some people that are, and they can give us the shit that we need to know so that we don't sound stupid as fuck. So, with that being said, Justin, anything you want to plug? What you got going on this week, brother?
Oh man, shit. I'm gonna be crying myself to sleep in Apex this week. Got some ranked gameplay going on.
Babe.
I'm gonna be crying. So, honestly, guys, come through, talk Marvel with me to help me feel better about myself, because I might lose my brain. I might lose everything. So. But anyways,
Look, I might go out and help him out on Apex. I don't know. He might need my help. But anyway,
your controller don't work. If you can't play with me until you 1v1 me.
Yeah,
talking all that shit.
Yeah, you know what? I might say fuck the controller and just see what it does. I can't do that. I might go play a game and see what it's like, and then if it's cool, I'll play, because it's different than Spider-Man. Because sometimes I just had to sit still. But I can't be right there trying to snipe somebody in Apex, and then all of a sudden my shit goes to the left. My dude starts walking off a cliff. I'm over here scoped in, and all of a sudden I'm falling off a cliff.
Especially in ranked, I literally might shit a brick or something.
Yeah. But anyway, look, we got dope video coming out tonight. It would have came out today at 4:00, but I had to adjust for this new Kang news. So with that being said, look, get into my full detail what I really think about what they can do moving forward with Kang. It's not a done deal with Kang the Conqueror. We don't know for sure if they're done with Kang. So I still have that scenario in there of what's going to happen if they keep Kang in place. But also just, to be dead ass, I don't think they're going to be going forward with Kang. So watch out for that video tonight. I'm dropping tonight. You can check it out in the morning or what have you. Also, we're going to be back here in the Nerds Underground on Thursday with another great stream. Look, it is so dope. Look, man, we appreciate the love tonight. We you know, you can feel the stream. Love the stream. You know,
make sure y'all hop in Discord too, man.
Hop in Discord. Holla at your boy. It's been a good time hollering with y'all, hanging out with y'all. But we got to get on out of here because we got things to do. We got money to make. We got cake to break. Pause.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be making a video, but I'm gonna watch this football game. Watch Broncos get beat the hell out of.
Hey, I hear that. I hear that. So with that being said, we gone. Much love.
Up to the Discords.
Out.
The Discord, yes. Hey, but for real, do you have bars today?
Do I have? Look, it's a lot of people in here, man, and I'm like nervous, bro.
Oh, you a nervous little guy, huh?
Oops, I'm just not my spaghetti, man. Like,
okay, let's not cap.
And that's not cap. I ain't nervous. Fuck it. I got bars. Just like these people got cards coming up in here, ripping it hard. I whip like nay hard. Damn,
what?
Man on that hoe. To the left on that hoe. I just watched Monica Rambeau. I want to use that boat. Let it go float. Let it go deep down in her. Whoa. I'ma just grip. I'ma just chill. I'm that type of respectful goat. I don't hear bloat. I don't just gloat. I'm real humble with it. I might just stumble with it, but I'm never ever going to fumble with it. Cause I got this ball tight security on it. Security lock, want it, gone it. Damn, I'm losing my flow and my train of thought. Let me get back on it. Let me bounce back like a slip down, but I never fall back. I stay around and I keep it right and I sip the white and I pass the brown. Fuck it, all right. I don't got bars tonight.
Sip the white. What's the sip the white?
Sip the white's supposed to be vodka, but I actually like brown. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't got the bars tonight. I'm over here.
That was borderline a pause statement. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Still better than Anthony Mackie though. I like that though. Hey,
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, because you don't got no.
You say he was an Avenger. He went to public school.
Hey, ain't no Avenger go to public school, bro. That's just real talk.
I'm saying, bro.
Ain't no man. They got the pipeline. Like you got to be. Actually, you can get if you have some family issues, family trauma, you can become an Avenger.
But real quick though, like, can we talk about Monica Rambeau? That booty was crazy.
I'm not. You're not gonna get me in trouble in here. Adios.
Look.